Hello, little story lovers, and welcome back to our magical story corner. Are you ready for a brand new adventure? Today, we're heading to the happiest farm in the village to meet a very special chicken named Cici. Let's find out what makes her and her eggs so extraordinary. One beautiful morning, as the first rays of sunlight touched the happy farm, the rooster stood up tall and crowed, cock-a-doodle-do. His cheerful call was like a morning alarm clock for everyone. Mamu the cow started her day with a gentle moo, and Mimi the fluffy sheep greeted the new day with a soft mee. And in the cozy chicken coop, Cici the chicken stretched her wings, ready for a new day. Cici was a truly lovely chicken. She had a bright red comb that looked like a little crown and feathers so soft and fluffy they looked like a cloud. But the most special thing about Cici wasn't just how she looked. It was her eggs. Every single morning, without fail, she would lay the most wonderful eggs you've ever seen. They were so bright and shiny and perfectly smooth. The other chickens in the coop would always gather around to admire them. "Oh, Cici," they'd chirp, "your eggs are just so beautiful." Hearing their praise always made Cici's chest swell with pride. She loved being known for her amazing eggs. But one morning, something happened that would change everything on the farm. On this particular morning, Cici laid 3 perfect golden eggs. They shimmered in the morning light like little treasures, as usual. The other chickens gathered around, their eyes wide with admiration. But one little chicken, Pipi, didn't look as happy as the others. She looked down at her own empty nest and said sadly, "I don't have any eggs. I guess that means I'm a failure." Her little voice was full of disappointment. Cici heard her and paused for just a second. A tiny part of her felt a little bit sorry for Pipi, but her pride was bigger. "Well," Cici announced, puffing out her chest, "I worked very hard to lay these beautiful eggs, so they are all mine." And with that, she quickly tucked her 3 precious eggs under her wings, hiding them away from everyone else. From that day forward, a strange quietness fell over the farm. The happy chatter in the chicken coop faded away. Cici still had her beautiful eggs, and she was still very proud of them. But now, she was also a little lonely. The other chickens didn't gather around her anymore. The joy they used to share had been replaced by a quiet, empty space. Cici tried to ignore it, telling herself that having the best eggs was all that mattered. But deep down, a little seed of sadness was beginning to sprout in her heart. She missed the laughter and the friendship, even if she didn't want to admit it. That very night, the sky turned a dark, angry gray. The wind began to howl, rattling the windows and doors of the barn. In the chicken coop, the door had been left just slightly ajar. A fierce storm rolled in, bringing heavy rain with it. The wind pushed the coop door wide open, and rain began to seep inside, making puddles on the floor. The strong gusts of wind were powerful enough to roll Cici's precious eggs right out from under her wing while she slept. When the morning light finally broke through the clouds, Cici woke up with a start. She looked down, expecting to see her 3 perfect golden eggs. But they were gone. The nest was empty. No! She cried out in panic. "Where did my eggs go? My beautiful eggs!" Her heart pounded with fear and regret. Just then, she saw a small figure darting around in the rain-soaked yard. It was Pipi. Pipi was running as fast as her little legs could carry her, her tiny wings flapping desperately. She carefully found the eggs, one by one, just before they rolled into a muddy stream. Completely out of breath and soaking wet, Pipi carefully brought the eggs back to Cici. "Cici, I caught them," she panted. "I caught them just before they fell into the stream." Cici stared at Pipi and then at the eggs, safe and sound. Her eyes filled with tears, but this time they weren't tears of sadness for her lost eggs. They were tears of gratitude. You helped me? Cici whispered, her voice trembling. But I was so unkind to you. Pipi just smiled, a warm and genuine smile that chased away the last of the storm clouds. Of course, I helped you, she chirped. We're friends, aren't we? After the storm passed and the sun came out, the farm looked fresh and clean. Cici sat in her nest, looking at her 3 golden eggs. They were still as beautiful and smooth as ever, but something inside Cici had changed completely. She finally understood what Pipi's kindness meant. The next morning, when the rooster crowed, Cici did something she had never done before. Instead of proudly displaying all 3 of her eggs for everyone to see, she picked up one of them and walked over to Pipi's nest. She gently placed the shiny, golden egg right in the middle of Pipi's nest. This is for you, Pipi, Cici said softly. Because you are a true friend, and you showed me what that really means. Pipi looked up, her eyes wide with surprise and happiness. A shy, sweet smile spread across her face. Thank you, Cici, she whispered. This is the best gift I have ever received. From that moment on, a wonderful new feeling spread all across the farm. It was the warmth of sharing. Mamu the cow was happy to share her creamy milk with the little farm. Cats! Mimi the sheep gladly shared her soft wool to make warm blankets. And of course, Cici shared her beautiful eggs with anyone who needed one. The farm wasn't just the happiest farm anymore. It was the friendliest farm, a place filled with laughter, kindness, and true friendship. And so, Cici the chicken learned a very important lesson. She now knew that true happiness doesn't come from keeping all the best things for yourself. It comes from the joy you feel when you share what you have with others. The pride she felt before was nothing compared to the warmth and happiness she felt now, surrounded by her friends. And so, every morning, when the sun rose and the rooster crowed his cheerful cock-a-doodle-doo, Cici would smile and say to herself, "Today is another wonderful day for sharing." What a beautiful story about friendship and kindness. It reminds us all that sharing from the heart is the greatest treasure of all. I hope you enjoyed our story time today. If you did, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more wonderful adventures. See you next time, little story lovers. Bye-bye.